Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you haven't been here before, hi, I am Bella, great to have you here, and if you're not already following my Instagram, you should probably do it. I will put it right on the screen for you. It'll also be down in the link tree below, so I made it a little bit more convenient for you. And if you are interested, and only if you are interested, make sure to go follow my OnlyFans. That will be down below in the link tree as well. It's a good time over there. I'm posting content all the time, new content, pictures, just all sorts of fun stuff, and we just really have a blast over there, so if you're interested, go follow that. And if you like these styles of videos, vlogs, makeup videos, everything, make sure to press the subscribe button. Obviously, don't do me dirty like that. So today's video is going to be a trans topic video. It is going to be 5 tips on starting a transition, how to transition, and things that I think are super important, and 5 kind of easy steps that I did and I think are pretty good to follow. So let's just get right into the video. Tip number 1 is going to be follow other creators that you can relate with. Creators that you feel like have shared their journey. Creators, whether that's YouTube, Instagram, Reddit, Twitter, you know, whatever platform that they have, but specifically YouTube, I felt like helped me a lot personally. But I feel like following other trans creators is big because whatever part in their transition that they're at, they kind of have insight. Whether it's somebody going through the exact same thing that you're going through or somebody that's been through it, there's a perspective and an insight and an experience that they can share that either doesn't make you feel alone, provides you with like education, resources, and information, or just purely can help you with makeup, dressing, situations, how to handle yourself, if you're getting misgendered, how to feminize your face with makeup, how to dress for your body type, effects of hormones, information videos on changing your name, like whatever it is. I feel like there's so much out there. So I feel like first, following creators that inspire you, give you a level of like comfort and confidence. I feel like that's huge as well, because the comfort of knowing that you're not alone and being able to relate to somebody is huge. If you don't have that level of information and resource in real life, YouTube is a great place to get it. Obviously, that's why I'm making this video. I have been transitioning for 6-7 years at this point, so I've kind of done all of these steps already, but it's always good to share my experiences and what I feel like helped me the most and what could help you the most. And I feel like that's huge to be following like-minded people, and it could really help you throughout the entirety of your transition, every step of the way. So tip number 2 is to start slowly dressing more feminine. So I really had multiple steps throughout my transition. There was a time where I really came out to everybody, but before that, I started to grow out my hair, I started to bleach my hair, I started to wear a little bit more makeup. Prior to transitioning, I wore foundation and bronzer and things like that, but I really started to play with lip colors and mascara and eyeshadow and just things that made me feel a little bit more feminine without jumping from one extreme to the other. It wasn't just one day I went to school wearing bootcut fucking boys jeans, which I never wore, but still, it's not like one day I went to school dressing and presenting as male, and then the next day I came in wearing a short dress and sandals and had hair down to my ass and nails done. Like, there was a transitionary period that allowed me to become more comfortable in feminine clothing and makeup and things like that, but also allowing everyone else around me to slowly start to see me in a more feminine light and slowly start to accept me for who I was, what I wanted, and what I was going to transition into. So I started a lot wearing like leggings and sweatshirts, and I would wear leggings and button downs, like big oversized flannels and leggings and maybe like a super tight cami underneath or something. And that was something that my friends would be wearing, and so I thought it would be good if I wore it. And it really just kind of led by example, you know, seeing what all my female friends wore without going from one extreme to the other. Or maybe it was skinny jeans and an oversized flannel and like a little crop top underneath, but it kind of buttoned up the flannel so it hid it a little bit. Or I just remember leggings being a huge thing for me, which it was hard for me to tuck, so the oversized flannels really helped it out. and it just kind of covered me up, but presented me in a little bit more of a feminine light than just wearing jeans, which was a huge, huge deal to me. So I feel like transitioning with your outfits and things like that, maybe skinny jeans, leggings, maybe tighter tops, more androgynous sweatshirts or t-shirts, things like that, to kind of start the transition into a more female presenting. And it's not as shocking to the people around you when you start to really fully present as female. Playing with your makeup is huge. Practicing your makeup is huge. Even if you want to wear skinny jeans and a slightly more feminine shirt, but you're not comfortable wearing makeup, that's fine. But I think sitting home, practicing makeup, and really getting comfortable using products, follow tutorials on YouTube from other trans girls, listen to their tips and tricks. I know I have some, like facial feminization makeup videos, how to look like a bimbo. Like, I have so many different things that I've found work with makeup, and I found really work for my face, and maybe they'll work for your face as well. I just think implementing those and getting comfortable with products, whether it's in the comfort of your own room or if it's you wearing it out in public, I think is really, really good. It can be a huge, huge confidence booster for you. So just remember, make it a slow transition from male clothing to female clothing. There's lots of in-betweens that you can get comfortable with. Keep it exciting and really make you happy, and know that you're achieving a goal. Once you have started dressing a little bit more feminine or a little bit more androgynous, or whatever stage you're at, I say start hormones as soon as possible. I had to go to therapy and get a write-off from a therapist. I know that isn't the case for every single person. I did start them when I was 18, pretty much immediately after graduating high school. And at the point of getting hormones, I had been presenting as androgynous for a period of time, and then full-time female clothing, makeup, everything, every day for a little less than a year at that point. So it was probably about 10 months from the leggings and flannel point to wearing dresses all the time. And 10 months doesn't seem like a long time, but it really was a period to grow, understand, and come into my femininity. But as soon as I could start hormones, I did that immediately. Can stop a lot of puberty, so it's super important to get on blockers and estrogen as soon as possible. It's good for your psyche, it's good for your mental, it's good for you physically, and it really allows you to take that next step in your transition and really the next step in your life. That's a big, big deal. The fourth tip is sometimes blending in can be good, okay? And I know that people might get offended by this, but I definitely did not do that in the beginning of my transition. And that is something that was very difficult for me to understand. But sometimes being more minimal with what you do, whether that's makeup, clothing, hair, nails, etc., can help you blend in a little bit more, be a little bit more passable, especially in the beginning of your transition when maybe you haven't been on hormones for that long, maybe you haven't gotten surgery, and maybe you haven't had time to really come into your femininity and really like grow as a woman, right? You just start going balls to the wall with everything, okay? I'm gonna insert a photo of a wig that I used to wear, and I thought I was the baddest fucking bitch. I was like, oh, she's killing it. Right, she is killing it, but people don't normally walk around with fucking gray hair down to their fucking waist, right? Is it trendy? Is it fun? Is it cute? Absolutely. Was I helping myself in any way to pass? Not necessarily. I think sometimes less is more when that goes with makeup and whatever. Maybe you want to do a little bit of bronzer in your eyeshadow. Maybe you want to do a more nude lip color. But if you start to really go crazy with it and do hot pink lips and crazy long hair and, you know, a cut crease and nails out to here, and you're doing so many things to really push your femininity, it can kind of be counteractive and draw more attention and create more hardships for you. And that's something very difficult to understand in the beginning of your transition, and it can be very difficult to want to just blend in because there's so many things you can have fun with now, and there's so many things that you can do and so many things that you want to try and experiment with and whatever, and that's all amazing, babes. Rock on, do what you want to do. But I will say sometimes blending in can help a lot. It helps you really become comfortable in full female clothing. It really helps you become comfortable going out in public and acclimating with society. Not that being trans, you know, makes it difficult to do so, but sometimes it is hard to go out in public. Sometimes it is hard to go in social situations and really be present and be around people. and not feel strange and not feel like you're, you know, getting misgendered and not feel like an outcast in those situations. So sometimes physically blending in and being a little bit more minimal is easier in order to overcome those other obstacles. Less is more, okay? I promise you, I promise you, less is more. And do what you want to do, but that is just my 4th tip. I really stand by that one, and I really feel like that is so important. And my 5th tip is fake it till you make it, okay? And this tip may sound frustrating or rude or whatever. I don't want it to upset anybody, but fake it until you make it. If you don't feel confident and you're nervous and you're anxious and you feel like your stomach is in knots, you know, the first time you go out in public wearing full female clothing, the first time you go to school or work or wherever you are in more androgynous clothes, the first time you wear a full face of makeup somewhere, the first time you wear hair extensions or get your nails done or get your lashes done or whatever it is, fake it until you make it. These are huge obstacles and huge moments in your life, in your transition that, you know, really are going to allow you and push you to be the woman that you want to be the person that you want to be. And it is scary. It is scary and it is not easy. It is not easy by any means. You know, every single trans woman out there can tell you that it is hard, it is scary, it can be overwhelming, it can feel lonely, and it can just feel confusing. But fake it until you make it. Do what you need to do to be where you want to be. If that makes any fucking sense. Eventually, that security, eventually that feeling of living every day as a full woman is the most amazing, comforting, secure feeling, knowing you are being who you are supposed to be. And you have to go through those hardships, and you have to go through those obstacles, and you have to go through those uncomfortable moments and those scary moments and those uneasy moments in order to get to the end goal of where you want to be. And you have to just believe in yourself and stay strong and do what you need to do to get there, because no one else is going to do that for you. Nobody else is going to make your transition happen. It is up to you and only you. That's why I say fake it till you make it. Fake the fucking confidence if you don't have it, because it's the only way that you're gonna get where you wanna get. And if you have fucking confidence and you're doing this shit and you're not fazed by anything and you're just out here living and doing your goddamn thing, that is fucking amazing, because that is not the case for every single person. I know that that's not how I was really. It was really, really difficult for me, and it was really, really scary for me. I wouldn't change anything, because faking it and just going out into everyday life, living my life and transitioning, I couldn't picture my life any other way. And I can say that with so much confidence, honestly. That's my 5th and final tip. I hope that you guys loved this video. I hope that this video can help at least one person out there. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for always watching. Thank you guys so much for always supporting. Leave any tips and tricks or whatever you have in regards to starting, transitioning, whatever it is, down in the comments below. If you're watching this video and there's other things you want to know, make sure to go down there, read the comments, let's start a conversation. There might be something down there that I did not say, because I know a lot of you guys have experienced this as well, or just have thoughts and opinions that never crossed my mind. And I love the conversations that we start down in the comment section below. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for always supporting me. Make sure to press subscribe, make sure to follow Instagram, make sure to follow off, and all that good stuff. I love you guys so much. Bye, guys.